For today's episode of Music Makers, we welcome in local artist Matt Moore to discuss his musical journey and what it takes to succeed as a solo independent musician here in Northern Michigan. Welcome to the show, Matt. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks so much for having me, man. I appreciate it.
So, to get things started, tell us a little bit about how you got to where you are now. What's your musical journey been like?
Yeah, so I started musical journey kind of late. I didn't even pick up a guitar till I was just about out of high school, 17 years old. Tried to start a handful of bands, just really had a hard time keeping a group of people together and moving in the same direction for a while.
Schedules alone.
Yeah, just trying to schedule rehearsals is tricky. So eventually kind of struck out on my own as a solo artist with an acoustic guitar, just started playing, and doors just kind of blew open from there, and been touring and recording ever since.
Now, speaking of which, what kind of tours do you find yourself being recruited to play for?
So a lot of them are ones that we've actually booked ourselves, or I've booked myself.
Oh, really?
So it's a lot of self-booked tours around the United States, kind of North America. So a lot of stuff around the Midwest, but yeah, definitely a lot of things just kind of all over the country.
So it really seems like this. You don't just have to be a talented musician. You have to be a marketer. There's so many hats you have to wear to have an independent solo career as a musician. Now, do you find people wanting to collaborate in the musical world? Because I'm assuming the more you get involved, the more you meet other musicians that are equally as passionate as you.
Well, that's kind of the beautiful part about the do-it-yourself mentality is it took me a long time to learn that do-it-yourself doesn't necessarily mean do it alone. There are incredible musicians to collaborate with. I've got a great producer down in Nashville that I do a lot of stuff with. We've slowly kind of put together a team of people that have helped kind of build the business and keep it going. Nice. So, yeah, it's definitely been something that once you strike out and you meet like-minded people, you build your network of people and build your team.
You build your community.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's pretty special.
Now, tell us a little bit about your music. If someone came out to a show, what can they expect?
Yeah, so most of my original stuff is kind of big hard rock stuff. We travel around and play with a lot of other big hard rock bands, a lot of festivals around the area and things like that. But I also travel with an acoustic guitar and do a lot of coffee shops and worship gigs and pretty much anywhere that they'll let me go do my thing. So.
And what's the right word? What is the vibe of a Matt Moore show?
Vibe of the Matt Moore show, it's usually pretty high energy. It's a lot of fun. I love what I get to do, and usually throw myself into it. So it's we give them everything we got.
Now, on your bio that is available on your website, it specifically states that one of your big motivators is the spreading of hope and resilience and redemption.
Yeah.
Why is that important to you, Matt?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things. I've experienced that hope and redemption. So much of that has been through my relationship with Jesus Christ that it's just kind of given me that motivation to want to share that with a hurting world. If I could take any of my story and connect with people who have gone through similar things and just kind of point them in the direction of like there is hope, there is better out there. Let me share my story with you and encourage people to open up about their story.
It's always wonderful to meet someone who has the courage to take adversity that they went through and turn that into something positive, turn that into spreading a message of hope.
Yeah.
So real quick, we're about to get a live performance from Matt here. Where can people go to get more information about your upcoming shows?
Yeah, easiest spot is just my website, mattmooremusic.com.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm all over social media, all over wherever you stream music, you can find me. So.
Well, Matt Moore is going to play part of his song, Darker Waters. Take it away, Matt.
Beneath the surface there's a darkness rising. Behind the shadows there are monsters hiding. An overwhelming fear that I have come to know, and it never lets go. And one by one these thoughts like waves come crashing, and all around me sharpened teeth are flashing. A nameless terror that has gripped me to my soul. I'm drowning in my head again. These darker waters pull me in. Against the tide it's sink or swim. And I'm going down, I'm going down again. And I'm dragged down by the undertow with no way out, like I'm dying slow. Will you reach out your hand? And these feelings hit harder. It's hard to breathe when your lungs fill with water. Can you save me again? I'll keep waiting, suffocating. I'm drowning in my head again. These darker waters pull me in. Against the tide, it's sink or swim. I'm going down. I'm going down. This ocean is churning through lightning and thunder. I'm kicking and screaming. I keep going under. I'm drowning in my head again. These darker waters pull me in. I'm drowning in my head again. These darker waters pull me in. Against the tide, it's sink or swim. I'm going down. I'm going down again.
Woo! Matt Moore, everyone. We'll be right back with more of The Four. Stick around.